So I already placed my front on my back. I already took my zipper allowance and I'm checking to see what I have there. I have 1.5 inches there for my zipper allowance, and now I'm checking the full length. That's from my shoulder to my waist. I think what I have there is 16 inches for this particular customer. Now I'm taking my neck line measurement. For the neck width, I made use of 3 inches. For the neck, 3.5 inches, sorry. That's for the front and back neckline. And from the front depth, I used 4.5 inches. Now I'm going to connect from my 3.5 width to my 4.5 inch for the depth. That's for the front neckline. Now for the back neckline, I used 1.5 inches, so I'm going to be connecting again. That's 3.5 by 4 by 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be connecting straight like that to the back. Now for my shoulder, for this person, our shoulder is 14 inches, so I marked that there. And I'm going to be because it's a cut together sleeve, I'm going to be taking the full length. That's from my neckline to where I want my blouse to stop, where I want the length of my blouse to stop. So right there, I'm taking my shoulder slope 1 inch, and I'm connecting from my neckline to the end of my sleeve. Now for my shoulder opening, I went down by 10 inches, and I made the mark, and that is it. Now I'm going to be taking my bust measurements. From this person, our bust divided by 4, I made the mark there. Our bust is 40 divided by 4. I made the mark there. I made it right there. Then for our waist measurement, I took our waist measurement too, and I'm going to be taking in that. I came in by 4 inch by the sides, and I took my darts, 1 inch for my darts, half inch on both sides. Then that's what I'm trying to indicate right there. So that's what I'm doing right there. I'm trying to check for the length of the dart, and I'm indicating it there. Now for my waist measurements, our waist divided by 4, I will mark it there, and I will add my sewing allowance. I added 1 inch for the dart. I replaced the 1 inch for the darts, and I added 1 inch again for sewing allowance. So you can see that what I'm trying to do there. 1 inch for the darts, and so I'm connecting back to my armhole. So I made it into a curve and connected it. So that's what I have there. Then the next thing for us to do now is to cut it out. I'm going to cut out the back neckline first. Then I'll cut out the front neckline. I'm just trying to confirm my measurements there. So I'm cutting out the back neckline, and I'll also cut out the front. I'll cut out the back, then I'll cut out the front alone. If it will be confusing, the moment you cut out the back, just remove your back, then so that you won't cut the back and the front together. Now I'm going to be cutting out the excess we have at the shoulder, at the side. So I'll cut it out now, and I'll bring my lining. I'll place fabrics on lining, to cut out the linings for his, because I'm going to be turning it with the lining. I'm going to cut out the shoulder area too. I'll cut out the excess at the shoulder slope. So if you've watched to this point, thanks for staying up to this moment. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow me for more tutorials like this. This will encourage me to post more videos, and if there's any video you would want me to recreate, kindly drop a comment. I would surely respond to them. Just drop a comment. Thank you. Please don't forget to share so that it can reach as much people as much as we need. Thank you. Now the next thing is to cut out the lining. Right here, I already cut out my lining off camera. So I just placed fabric on the lining and I cut out the lining. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be joining lining to lining and fabric to fabric. Then for my extended peplum, I didn't really have much Ankara left. I cut out my peplum. I folded my Ankara into two and measured 25 inches for the length, and for the width I can't see what I have there, but for the length I had 26 inches, and you can see where I placed my tape rule. I have the Ankara I have at this side is for the zipper allowance, so that's from the middle. The measurement is from the middle down. So on this extended peplum, I will take my waist measurement. I'll take my waist measurement here, and I'm going to notch that point because we are going to be attaching it from the midpoint of this extended peplum to the upper part of the blouse. So that's the back and this is the front. So that's the zipper allowance. Now the next thing to do now, here I already joined lining to lining. I've gone to iron it. I've ironed it. I already took my darts on both the lining and the Ankara fabric. So the next thing to do now is I will just place it right side facing right side. I'll place it on each other and I'll pin so that there won't be any sort of confusion. I'll pin and I'll take it to my sewing machine to sew. I'll be turning the neckline, the zipper area, and the sleeve area too with my lining. That's what I'm trying to show us here. If you've watched to this point, thanks for staying up to this point. It means a lot to me. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. So I was just trying to explain what I'll be doing, sewing them together on my sewing machine, showing the shoulder area and the sleeve area, so that you won't be confused. It's better you just pin, and that is it. After sewing, you take it to your sewing machine, to your ironing table to press the seams, to press out the seams, and so that there won't be any form of bulkiness. So you close the zipper area, you close them like that, and afterwards I was done doing all of that here. I've ironed. Now the next thing is to join by the side. So I'll just join it by this side, then bring my extended peplum, confirm my measurements, and attach my peplum. You can see I already joined with 1 inch by the side. I already turned with the Ankara here, and the next thing is to join the peplum. So I'll just measure my waist here and also confirm on the peplum and attach it. Then after attaching, I will open up this zipper area and attach my zip. And it's as simple as that. We've come to the end of the tutorial. So this is my peplum. I'm sorry the video is not in detail. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So at this point I already joined the peplum. So I already joined the peplum here and I already fixed my zip. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching. So this is what we have. I also have a tutorial on how I made the palazzo pants for those particular dress. It's on my YouTube channel. Thank you.